Hey families, this is Miss Lanning. I wanted to go over some of these subtraction strategies that we're using in the classroom so that everybody was kind of on the same page. So I'm going to start off with what we're calling the US algorithm. I am trying to teach your kids that we don't say stacking and regrouping, but we call it the US algorithm. And so basically you would end up with a problem like this. And so when I talk to the kids about this, we always say that we start in the ones place first. And so we start with that 3 and we say, if you have 3, can you take 6 away? The kids are going to say no. So what we do is we go to the tens column, and that number is really, it's not a 2, it's really a 20 because it's in the tens column. So what we're doing is we're taking a 10 away, which makes this have 1 10. And that 10 that we took away, you're adding to the 3 ones that are already in the ones column. So 10 plus 3 makes this a 13. And so then we say 13 minus 6 is 7. And then we go over here to the tens column. And in the tens column, we have a 10 minus 90, which we know we can't do. This is where the kids get stuck because they don't realize that you're taking away 10 tens, which makes a 100. They're taking a 100 away, which makes this 700. And they want to come over here and put 100 here, which is what that represents. But what it is instead of it being 100, what we want them to put here instead is we want them to realize that 10 tens makes 100, so you've got 2 tens already here plus the 10 that we just took away from the hundreds column. So now this is 12 tens or 120. So we have 120 minus 9, which would give us 3, or in this case 30. So 120 minus 90 is 30. And then in the hundreds column, we have 700 minus 400, which would be 300. And there's our answer. Guys, I'm also showing the kids how to do this in expanded form because that also helps make a little bit more sense. So if your number was 763 minus 576, we would write it like this, and we would do the same steps, but we're writing it out so the kids can see it so that it makes more sense. So 3 minus 6 you can't do. Come over and borrow a 10, which makes this 50. That 10 that you borrowed adds to the 3. 10 plus 3 makes this 13. 13 minus 6 makes 7. Here you've got 50 minus 70, so you're taking away one of these 100s, and you're adding that 100 here, so this would be 150 minus 70, which is going to give you 80, and then 600 minus 500 is 100. Final answer of 187.